Hello students, I'm sure all of you might have understood the chapter Jenny's Amber Beads. Those who could not attend online classes, they might have gone through my videos and might have understood the chapter. So after the explanation, you have done RTCs, you have done question answers, word meanings and all. Now I am here to discuss a few things with you which you are not going to write down in your notebooks. So open your books and go on the page where it is written you have RTCs, reference to context, that already you have done. RTC 1 you have done, RTC 2 and RTC 3. I have given the answers, so I'm sure you might have noted down in your notebooks. Then these are the question answers, so all these 6 question answers you might have done. Now let us move towards these answers, think and write. Actually we are going to do here think and discuss rather than think and write. So I'm going to discuss with you these 3 questions here which are given. So open your books and be ready for the discussion. You might give your own replies also through voice note, whatever you think. Okay, so first question is, Jenny had limited means but lived in the beautiful hills. This all of us know because we have gone through the chapter and it is given in the chapter that she was not very rich. She was a poor girl who was living in hut and having only soup and bread to eat. So do you think she was happy? Why? So this is the question. So students, I would like to hear your answers, your responses. You may leave voice notes, but let me discuss my point of view. See, it is rightly said that money is something but not everything. Money may be required for leading a good life, but that is not the only source of having or leading a happy life. Here also in Jenny's case, when you have gone through the chapter, you might have read that she was poor. She was not having a lot of things at home. She used to work hard with her mother. But even then, nowhere in the chapter we get a clue that she was not happy. So she was very happy with her own life. She was happy in living with the nature. She was happy with her only treasure. That was that necklace of amber beads which she was having. So overall she was very happy with whatever she was having. So happiness may be taken by any way. It is not essential that you need to have a lot of money, then only you would be happy. Whatever your surroundings are, whatever you have, whatever your possessions are, you should be happy with that. Definitely you should try to gain more, but you should not we can say always thinking about that or being worried about that. You should be happy. Try to be happy with whatever you have. Next question, mention the words, phrases that describe the beauty of the beads. So for this we have to go through the chapter. You also try to find out yours. Go through the chapter. Start from where the description of beads is given. It's not in the first para, it's not in the second para, third para, fourth para. It is mentioned that one thing that Jenny treasured was a necklace of amber beads. Her grandmother had given the beads to Jenny on her 12th birthday. The beads had the rich color of bright sunshine. So they were bright, just like sunshine. They have rich color of bright sunshine. So this word or phrase you should underline from here, rich color of bright sunshine. This phrase, it is telling us about beads, their beauty. Then we have, when an amber bead was rubbed, it gave off a fragrance and it could attract things like a magnet. So we can also say, or you can use the words that they were fragrant and magnetic. Those beads, rather than fragrance, we have to write down fragrant, that they were fragrant and they were magnetic. Other than that, we have to find out Jenny's beads had all these properties. Beside these, the beads were wonderful and lovely. Underline these 2 words, also underline wonderful and lovely. These words also show that these beads were wonderful and lovely. Inside this, you can find out some more if you can. Yes, there was a tiny, so you can go through this chapter and find if you can. They were beautiful. Beautiful is also again another word given here. So beautiful, lovely, wonderful, magnetic, fragrant, and all those words are given here. These are the words which describe, which show us that the bees were very beautiful and lovely. Now let us move towards the next question, that is third question. It is written, what kind of treasure do you think we can find at the bottom of the sea? See students, actually I also don't know what type of a treasure we may find at the bottom of the sea, but I can guess, you can also guess. I think other than the precious things like gold, silver, different type of you can say precious gems or stones, other than this, of course these things could be there, pearl and other things, these could be there, but other than this, I think the most precious treasure which we could find at the bottom of the sea is something which is related to the past. When we will reach there, something which has been, it might be a sunken ship, or it could be something else which is related to the past. So that could give us a view of the past, that could tell us a lot about the past life. So that is more precious to us than the gold, silver or jewels. So I'm sure you might have understood these three questions. You can give your own explanations and I would appreciate that. Thank you. Have a nice day.